This existence has passed through 84 happenings. 84 times it has happened. In this sense, only 21 are still having some kind of an existence. 63, they're completely gone. Doesn't matter how you see, but you can see them as memory imprints within your own system.
Something which intrigued me, in one of your films interviews, I've heard you talking about the fact that there were a certain number of cycles.
84.
84, exactly. But I'm fascinated, where does the figure 84 come from and why 84?
I said, we've always been saying it's a roar, so we called the first form as the Rudra. Rudra means the one who roars.
And physics itself claims that there are higher dimensions, because Newton had a three-dimensional space, Einstein said there was four-dimensional space, space and time being merged, which of course agrees with what you were saying earlier, that space and time are basically the same. And then I explained how they introduced the fifth dimension to explain electromagnetism, and then how they introduced 6 more dimensions in superstring theory, in order to describe all the physical interactions. So then you had a 10-dimensional world. And then finally I said with M theory, we had the idea there was another dimension, so you have an 11-dimensional space. And Sadhguru made the fascinating remark, which was new to me, that actually 11 dimensions is precisely what arises in some of the traditions. Maybe we can come back to that. We started off talking about the cycles of the universe. And there was something which intrigued me. In one of your films interviews, I've heard you talking about the fact that there were a certain number of cycles.
84.
84, exactly. But I'm fascinated, where does the figure 84 come from and why 84?
See, there is a continuous talk about Big Bang.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of the scientists who's written a book on endless universe. Yes, endless universe, that's the title of the book.
Paul Steinhardt.
Yes. Then I asked him a simple question. Is it possible there could have been many bangs? He did like that and then he said, possible. Then I said, if there are many bangs, see, if you have an automobile, if you take off the manifold, you will see the engine will go bang, 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 bang. If you throttle up, it'll roar. So I said, if there was a series of bangs, could it have been a roar? He said, why not? Possibly. I said, we've always been saying it's a roar, so we called the first form as the Rudra. Rudra means the one who roars. He roared. Like this, then we evolved many forms to describe this. This was Kala, this was Mahakala, this was Kala, this was Rudra, this is the first form, and then the many forms, how they came, there are various aspects to it. So these 84, out of these 84, many have dissolved. Their bare, vague footprint is there, but they have dissolved. But the footprint is there in this. 21 of them have a little larger footprint.
Oh.
Out of these 21, 10 are almost non-physical. So non-physical, let's say. The remaining 11 are somewhat mildly physical, but the last 4 are reasonably physical. So we see this number 21 as an important process. Whatever we want to do, we do it in 21 minutes, in 21 ways and all this, because these 21 still have a footprint. If you want to rise beyond your physicality, absolutely, you have to rise beyond all the 21. But you don't have to bother about those things, because if you rise above the physical nature, not just in terms of physical body, but even the information is physical. All information that you carry, which makes you you, whether dead or alive, it still makes you you, that one, we want to rise beyond that. So that imprint carries all this, and out of the 84, 21 are still manifest in different levels of, for lack of words, I'm saying transience, from almost others below 21, they're completely gone, but their footprint is still there. They don't have any influence or impact, their qualities are not imprinted in us, but these 21 qualities are there in us. How many more will happen?
84 is a significant number today in our lives, whether we are aware of it or not. Why 84 is significant is, this existence has passed through 84 times it has happened. This is the 84th time.
Today modern science proves that the whole existence is just vibration. It's not my invention, this is scientific fact. Where there's a vibration, there has to be a sound. Is it okay? I'm trying to go logically step by step. There are other ways to go. Just with this I can make you know it in a different way. But we want to go step by step. Where there's a vibration, there is bound to be a sound. Is that so? You are not just a vibration, you are a sound. Those who are making the sounds and those who are not, all of you are just one piece of sound. This is what modern science is telling you. And somewhere way back, somebody told you, first there was a word, and the word is God. A sound is a word, isn't it? A word is a sound, rather. Right now if I say yes, because you know English language, you are attaching a certain meaning to it. If you did not know English language, as far as you are concerned, I'm just making a sound, isn't it? Because you don't know their languages, you are thinking they're making some crazy noises? No. If I speak in a language that you do not know, you would naturally think I'm making some crazy sounds, isn't it so? If I speak right now in Tamil or Kannada or Telugu or some other language that you do not know, you would think I'm making some… You don't know whether I'm really speaking a language or making up some nonsense, isn't it so? So word is just a sound. So they said that word is God. Anybody who's looked at the existence closely can see that what you call as creation and what you call as the creator cannot be separated. If you separate it, creation will cease to exist. Unless it's constantly supported by the source of creation, not for a moment can this creation process go on, because creation is not a done thing, it is an ongoing thing. Are you an ongoing thing or you're a done thing? I hope you're not a done thing. You're an ongoing process. Without the involvement of the source of creation, how would the creation be an ongoing process? It is constantly involved, it cannot be separated. So it is because of this, they said, first there was word. That means from total unmanifest existence, when it began to manifest, the first thing that happened was sound. Even the scientists agree it was a big bang. A bang means a sound, right? In India, it's very beautifully expressed. The first and only one god who existed in that part of the world was Rudra. Rudra literally means one who roars, a roarer. So why they called him Rudra is, that is the beginning of creation, because it's a roar. The scientists call it a bang. Now, the scientists are withdrawing that bang theory, that one big bang theory, and they're saying there were a series of bangs. So one very popular physicist right now, he wrote a book called Endless Universe. Yes, Endless Universe. Always science has believed that everything has a beginning and an end. Now physicists are talking about an endless universe. The yogic system has always been talking about an ever-expanding universe. For the first time, top-level physicists are beginning to recognize that there is no beginning and an end, it is an endless universe. Is a popular theory going on right now among the scientific community, that universe may be endless. So when I was in conversation with him, I asked him, is it possible that it was not a bang, but it was a roar, a continuous roar? He thought about it, he looked at many things and then he said, it's possible. Maybe it was not just a bang, it was a roar. It didn't happen in one instant, it roared for a certain length of time and slowly creation began to happen. So the first form, the first god was known as the roarer. Rudra means the roarer. So I asked, how many times do you think he could have roared? He said, we cannot say. We cannot say because we have no way of knowing how many times, but obviously he's roared more than one time. Then I said, someday if your research takes you there, keep this as a guide point. He has roared 84 times. He asked, how do you know? On what basis are you saying? I said, by looking into my system, I'm saying creation has roared 84 times and it will roar further many more times, maximum of 112 times it will roar. When it roars the last time, then there will be no beginning and an end, it will be a perpetual creation. That's too far, but I told him, you hold this 84 as some kind of a guidepost and You have machines and mathematics, I didn't learn 1 plus 1 how much. You learned all those things, you work on this someday. Someday if you arrive at a number, you will arrive at this number, it will be 84.